Hi, welcome to Tower TV. I'm Zane.
And I'm James. Let's get started with some announcements. French students. French Club is selling baseball jersey-style t-shirts. Our French exchange student, Charlotte Demonceau, created the design. The jersey is white with black sleeves and is way cool. These timeless shirts are printed at a local vendor and are of the highest quality. French Club sells the t-shirts at cost for $15, paid by check or cash. Each French teacher has an order form, so order yours today. The deadline is Friday, May 20th. Merci. All students who are signed up for AP Spanish Literature next year with Senior Bravo, please attend the mandatory lunch meeting at 12:15 in his room, 1052 tomorrow, Tuesday, May 17th. Gracias.
Students, your library materials are due in the LMC by May 27th. Seniors, in order to receive your diploma, all of your library materials must be turned in and any fees must be paid. See Ms. Bauer and LMC for any questions or concerns.
2016-17 Student Congress Officer applications are due Monday, May 16th. Incoming 10th, 11th, and 12th grade class officer elections will take place Monday, May 23rd. Please see Ms. Vierstra, Ms. Elmore, Ms. Model, or Mr. Crutchin for an application.
Our first ever freshman dinner will be held this Thursday, May 19th at 5:30 in the cafeteria. All freshmen and staff are invited. Come and enjoy hot dogs on the grill and celebrate the great things our freshmen have accomplished this year.
Softball will be finishing their regular season this week with 2 games on their home field at Olbrich. Games are Tuesday and Thursday with first pitch at 4:30. Come support our seniors on Tuesday for senior night.
Student equipment managers needed for freshman, JV, and varsity fall football. See Mr. Lyons in room 151 metal shop before school, lunchtime, or after school to sign up. An organizational meeting will be held in about 2 weeks. Same rules apply to managers as it does for all sports, grades, and attendance. Managers that work 90% of all varsity games and practices will receive a football letter with manager's pin. E-service credit and managers can attend all football events with the players. Anyone interested in playing football and continuing to build our tradition of excellence for 2016 should attend the information meeting on Tuesday, May 31st at 3:45 p.m. This meeting is important because you will receive all of the information you need to be ready for football in August. If you cannot make the meeting, please see Coach Arado in room 1057A.
There will be an adjustment to the end of the year schedule during our Bratfest celebration. The celebration will be on May 27th and will be extended to 12:30 to 3:30 behind the Fieldhouse. This year's event will be bigger and better than ever and will include a dunk tank, relay races, lawn games, student performances, a dodgeball tournament, and of course Jenny Street Brats and other delicious items to support Student Congress and other student-led groups. The day will be modified with a shortened 7-period schedule. Thank you to Student Congress and advisors for planning such a fun event. We are going to need student performers for entertainment at the event. Josh Graham has more on that.
So we are having a Bratfest a week from Friday, and we're having student performances. So if you have a talent, anything you want to show, talk to Miss Vierstra, and we can get you slotted in. Anything. If you have a band that wants to play, if you're just a singer, maybe if you're a dancer, just anything you want to do.
Are you interested in working at the school store next year? Application packets are now available and can be picked up from Mr. Crutchin in room 1055 or in the Tower store. Scholarship opportunities are available. Enrollment into business class is preferred but not required. Packets are due May 27th. East High Math Club is having their 17th annual Pie Mile on May 21st at 10 o'clock a.m. at Warner Park. Ask your math teacher for a sign-up form. Your $8 registration includes a t-shirt, the opportunity to run or walk, and most importantly, pie.
The Pergolder Woodshop will be having a showcase for all the projects students have been making this year. Stop by June 2nd from 4:30 to 8 in the woodshop.
Also, look out for the roving bake sale that is going on during this Pergolder time to support Philanthropy Club. Have you seen the Tiny House Village down at Occupy Madison?
Yeah, and I heard East and some of the Wood students have been working to help them out.
Poverty and homelessness are big problems here in the U.S. Tiny houses are a good way to help this issue. The East High School Woods program decided to get involved and build one themselves. It will be given to someone who currently doesn't have a home.
They're going to be the homes for individuals. We are going to be finishing the outside of the house, and the individual who's going to live in there is currently homeless, and they're going to be finishing the inside of the house with help from people from Occupy Madison, and they'll be using those as a residence.
I asked how they got involved in the tiny house project.
Well, down the street from Madison East is the Occupy Madison Tiny House Village, And we went over there and talked to them one time. Mr. Todd Fallhaber from La Follette and myself went over there, and we talked to them about possibly building houses for them, and they agreed.
Rather than like sitting in the classroom all day, you know, talking about building the house, we're actually like building the house. So I think that's pretty cool, you know.
I mean, it's cool. I like making houses.
But I was also kind of curious on like construction and how stuff works, you know, building stuff.
It's the size 7 feet by 14 feet. Is going to be kind of like a bedroom, is mainly what it's for, is a bedroom.
I asked Mr. Mossover if he thought they were going to meet their deadline.
The end of the semester, whatever we have done is what we have done, and the Occupy Madison people will finish the rest of it.
Signing off for Tower TV, this is Zane. Hey James, we're friends, right?
Yeah, man, for sure.
So would you say we're amigos?
Sadi decided to spotlight members of our community that have spent time with Amigos, a program that coordinates travel and work experiences in South and Central America.
Have you ever wanted to visit another country or study abroad, but you weren't aware of the opportunities? If yes, Amigos de las Americanas might be a good fit for you.
The Amigos program is a cross-cultural exchange program where volunteers of the high school and college level can travel to Latin America to live with a host family and do volunteering with like the local children and work on a project that they implement within that country.
Students volunteer in Latin American countries and are fully immersed in their culture, which helps in language development.
So in the summer of 2014, I went to Matagalpa, Nicaragua.
This summer, I am going to Oaxaca, Mexico with the Amigos de las Americas program.
I will be going to Matagalpa, Nicaragua.
I also went to Matagalpa, Nicaragua.
The students volunteer in their communities and schools and are given tasks and projects that they work on every day.
My specific project when I was in my community was building a bridge for some kids. So basically there's a river. When it got too big, kids couldn't cross it to go to school, so we built a bridge.
So each day, my two partners and I would walk to the school and work on health lessons with the kids at that school. Every day was different, like with which grade that we would go into. But we would work on health lessons, and then like at their recess, we would play with them and do different games.
Amigos is a life-changing experience that heightens your Spanish skills and gives you many memorable moments.
I think first going into my community, obviously I stood out a lot. I was white and I had, you know, flashy gear, and it was very obvious. I didn't speak their language. I didn't know their culture, traditions. And I basically walked in there not knowing anything or anyone, and they just completely embraced me into their lives and showed me their culture and language, and it was awesome.
For those interested in joining Amigos, visit their website at amigosinternational.org.
Those came to East High School. They did some presentations. Also, Lily Schroeder and Talia Resnick. Yeah, she did it. They have done it in the past, so they told me about their experiences and how it was really fun, and I should do it too. So I talked to them, and yeah.
I learned about Amigos de las Americas through presentations by Talia Resnick.
I'm really excited to be like full culture immersion. I have never done like a program like this before, so just being totally immersed in a different culture, learning their traditions.
I'm most excited about learning about a new culture, being fully immersed, and improving my Spanish.
Signing out for Tower TV, this is Sadi Diallo.
Join the Amigos family!
Girls soccer has a rematch against La Follette tomorrow night, and golf has their conference meet Thursday in Evansville.
Cam has a story on some of our other spring sports programs.
We talked to some of our spring sport athletes to give a quick summary on how their season's going.
Well, we've kind of gotten off to a slow start, but I mean, I'm definitely looking up for the rest of the season.
The season is starting out slow for everyone because everyone's getting like the hang of like track and running so much, but otherwise it's going really well.
So far, our season isn't really going as expected. We're 3-6. We came off of a really strong season last year, so we expected a lot out of this season, and I don't think we're really performing to the best of our abilities with all the talent that we have, but we're definitely looking to turn it around for the second half of the season.
Been doing pretty well as a team so far. It took us a while to get like our lineup figured out, but ever since then we've been winning a lot of matches. We're a little bit above 500 right now, and we've beaten some teams that we didn't really expect to beat.
Next, we asked them to share with us their best moment so far in the season.
Our best moment so far has probably just been getting to know all of our teammates and having good times with each other, and I don't know, we're just really bonding pretty well as a team. I'm hoping that our team kind of starts to pick it up. We just need to work on getting some more hits, and we've been playing pretty good defensively. So hopefully we can just continue to play our kind of baseball.
Best moment so far this early in the season is just hanging around with everyone during like in between races and seeing people compete at a higher level than they think they can. Like some people underestimate themselves, and to see people receive medals from the McFarland Invitational, that was really good to see because it gave them more confidence.
I think our game against Middleton, we beat them 13-1, and everyone played really well that game, and it was a really cohesive team win, so I think that was the best.
I would say just like every time there's like a really long match for one of the varsity players, everybody just kind of like sits around them and supports them and tries to, you know, like influence them to play better. I would say that's like my favorite part of the year.
And lastly, we asked them how they think the rest of their year will go.
Really excited about what's going on with the program, so hopefully we can continue to excel and just keep getting better. I don't know, I think that we're gonna have a good rest of the year. So.
If everyone stays on top of like the workouts and what Coach Travis wants us to do, I feel like the end of the season is going to be really well for everybody.
Practices are going pretty well lately, so I think we're going to turn it around and hopefully we start winning a lot of games by playoffs.
Well, we've been getting a lot better, so I think our record and just everybody on the team is only going to get better. And once we get into conference and subsectionals, we'll see how everyone does, and I think we have a shot at making it pretty far, maybe even going to state as a team.
Hope the rest of the year goes well, guys. Signing off for Tower TV, this is Cam, Israel, Celia, and Cortland.
Over the years, Tower TV has focused on many of the clubs and groups we have here at East.
Brianna took a look at King's Journey, a black empowerment group that meets every Friday at lunch.
Hey East High guys! Ever looking for ways to better yourself and your community while meeting some people with common interests? Because King's Journey, run by passionate advisors like Mr. Peterson and Mr. Summerson, could be the club for you.
So King's Journey is about, basically, in the title, it's a journey to being a king. We came up with that idea originally to kind of like an empowerment kind of title, to say that we as African Americans in the school have our own journeys, but whatever our journey may be, we're going to end up to a success to be our own king in our own way, you know.
It was created to be a support group to help students that are in AP classes or AVID. So taking those young men and giving them a network of people to help surround them and make that journey through AP classes and AVID easier.
The members of King's Journey are always looking to better our community in creative ways.
We do a lot of things, like we do volunteering. We were recently partnered with Oscar Myers, but they closed down, unfortunately. And our advisors came to us asking us, or just telling us in general, we should probably do more, try to get out there more and do like more things that show, represent our group more. So we thought it'd be a good idea to go to a children's school and read to them.
So that's an event they do every year. It's called Read Your Heart Out. And a number of elementary schools do that every year. Where they have young professionals and folks of color from the community come into elementary schools and read books to students as a day to kind of celebrate diversity and inclusion, and they use different community members.
They have firefighters there too as well, policemen, reading to little kids, and it was kind of cool.
We were fortunate enough to go to Mendota this year and read to some students, and it was really successful. Kids seemed to really enjoy our presence there. The staff loved our presence there. The guys did a great job.
We're still discussing new things, mostly about expanding our base for other African Americans. Like we're talking about men in EP classes and men in like AVID. We also want to bring in people that are not already in those classes, so we can actually push them or put them onto the road to get into those classes. So it's kind of like that's kind of in the working right now.
In recent years, King's Journey has gained some recognition for their work.
The last couple of years, King's Journey has gotten a lot of publicity in the community about, the strong ties that we have, that we're building with the community, the strong network of individuals that we have in the program. And so schools have been reaching out to us quite a bit, asking if we can get the guys to come out and read to their students and read and meet with their staff and talk to their staff about things.
Anything besides that, I'm not sure. Probably just more volunteering stuff, more getting out there.
The school year may be coming to a close, but there's still time to get involved. King's Journey is a great opportunity to help support yourself and your community. Signing off for Tower TV, this is Brianna.
Are you excited to graduate, Zane?
Yeah, man, I love having fun outside.
Have you heard of State Street?
No, what is it?
Well, lucky for you, Connor and Marcellus decided to highlight a few of their favorite summertime spots on State Street.
I really enjoy the community that is around that area.
I really like to people watch on State Street, and I think it's really fun kind of comparing and contrasting the two different ends of the street. When you're down at the campus end and you see the students and feel that kind of energy with all the UW students down there, and then you kind of compare it to the other end of the street when you're going up towards the Capitol and you get more of the professional people up that way.
I like all the people, and I like the candy shop. The variety of shops there and how easy it is to get there.
It's got a lot to do. There's a lot of businesses there, a lot of restaurants. Just a cool place to go and pass time with friends. Like if you just want to hang out on like a weekend where it's nice out, get some ice cream at like Cold Stone or the chocolate shop or any of those smaller places. Ian's Pizza is really good. Like just it's a good hangout spot, I guess.
Jamba Juice and Earthbound.
There's a lot of good stores though. I'd say Ragstock is one of them, just because it's like retro and vintage stuff, and like you can find almost anything there. It's Sugar, because they got like pretty much all the candy you could ever think of. Urban Outfitters is nice. It's a nice little store.
I really enjoy Five Guys Burgers and Fries. And Starbucks.
I like Urban Outfitters, Ragstock, and Art Gecko.
My very favorite store is Little Luxuries, and I love that store because they've got all kinds of really fun things. I also like Telesmatter, which is kind of a kitchen store.
One of my favorite places is It's Sugar because it's a great place and to get things like sweets and all that. Like a lot of the candies that they have are like sweet kinds, sour, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and especially the things that I like to buy are like the giant gummy bears or the giant gummy worms. The Overture Center, the atmosphere is like really great. It's like a big community and everyone like wants to be there, and the plays that they put on are like really great and the actors are like spot on with it.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode, but don't worry, we still have one more episode left, our annual student-produced episode, the first Monday in June.
Be sure to tune in, it'll be a great time.
Man, I'm so excited to graduate.
Me too, but I gotta go try on my robe.
Oh man, mine's way too short.